For all. And please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, we'll start off with citizen concerns, round one. Any concerned citizens?
Do you want to hang in there for Matthew, or is he already?
He's on. Matthew, you're there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, do we have Rocky on the phone, or are we without Rocky? Okay. All right, so seeing no concerns, we'll move on to item 2, approval of the agenda. I'll move it.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Potabom. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Passes 4-0. Moving on to the consent agenda. Items 3 through 7 constitute a consent agenda of routine action items to be considered by one motion. Items pass unanimously unless a separate vote is requested by a board member. Item 3 is the approval of the minutes of the October 27th, 2020 meeting. Item 4 is the approval of claims. Item 5 from board administration. A, approval of resolution thanking and commending James Bowerly for years of service to Woodbury County. B, approval of resolution thanking and commending Loxie Arndt for years of service to Woodbury County. Item C, approval of resolution thanking and commending Roxanne Heyman for years of service to Woodbury County. 6A from the Treasurer's Office, approval of resolution for tax abatement for United States of America. We probably want to get along with those guys. 6B, approval of resolution for tax abatement for Woodbury County, Iowa, and 6C, approval of tax abatement for Woodbury County, Iowa. Item 7 from Human Resources. A is approval of memorandum of personnel transactions. B, approval of retiree request to remain on county health and dental insurance plans. Item 7C is approve the service agreement with CJ Cooper to perform annual and pre-employment CDL queries. And that will end the consent agenda. Any questions? I will move that.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Wright. Any other discussion?
Yeah, are any of the people that were recommending here tonight? No? Okay.
Okay.
Just want to make sure.
They will be commended. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, passes 4-0. Moving on to 8A from Community and Economic Development, David Gleiser received the final staff report and Zoning Commission's recommendation from their 10/26/20 meeting.
Good evening, Supervisors. David Gleiser, Director of Community and Economic Development. The KB Peterson LLC has submitted a minor subdivision application to split their parcel into 3 lots to establish the Peterson addition, which is going to help facilitate the sale of the house on Lot 1, and it will also help assist with the ongoing management of the property by its 3 sibling member trust. The parcel is identified as 894513300005 and is located in the Banner Township. The property is addressed 1293 Garner Avenue in Mobile, Iowa. And the property is in the Agricultural Preservation Zoning District. It's not located in the floodplain, and the proposed lots and uses are compliant with the zoning ordinance. All required legal notifications were made, and all relevant agency stakeholders and property owners were notified of this request and related public hearings. Extraterritorial review was not required due to its location not being within 2 miles of any city's jurisdiction. As of October 29th, our office had not received any objections. Still haven't received any objections to date on this request. On October 26th, the County Zoning Commission did vote in favor 3-0 to recommend approval of the final plat as proposed, with the condition that if a property owner in the future desired to establish a single-family dwelling on Lot 2 or 3, with no agricultural use, then that lot would need to be rezoned to an appropriate zoning designation. After discussion and review from the county attorney's office, the recommendation in the board packet is to approve the final plat as proposed, simply being as the proposed condition already exists in policy and ordinance and administrative actions. And so those are just things that would normally happen in the course of, real estate transactions and development in Woodbury County. So the intent is honorable and just, in the fact that they want to make sure future property owners are aware of what they're buying. But it's just that it's already codified in existing ordinance. So with that, staff recommends approval and asks the board to receive the zoning commission's recommendation.
I'll move to receive the recommendation.
Second.
All right, so motion by Raddick, second by Wright. Any discussion on that? All right, seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Passes 4-0. 8B then is the approval of the addition final plat. I will move that.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Wright. Any discussion? Was that a honk? All right.
No, I got a text.
Oh, funny. All right. All right, well, seeing no discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? All right, passes 4-0.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Moving on to item 9 from Building Services, Kenny Schmitz and Board Administration, Dennis Butler. Approval of Toth and Associates Inc. agreement between owner and engineer for professional services for the development of 28th Street. Anyone want to speak on that? Go ahead there, Kenny.
Yeah, thank you. Kitty Schmitz, Building Services. Per the County City 28E agreement, it is Woodbury County's, part of the agreement is that Woodbury County must hire the engineering services of the 28th Street development. We received several estimates on doing that. In my executive summary on the agenda item, it includes some of the reasons and how we actually chose Toth and Associates for our recommendation. We see some synergies in using the same engineer for 28th Street development and the LEC on-site construction project. It's going to be very important to coordinate those two projects, and they really are two separate projects, and to make sure that the one project doesn't interfere with the other project, and they mingle or they occur in a good timing sequence, if you will, to make sure there aren't any delays. And so we'd like a motion to approve Toth and Associates contract.
So out of curiosity, so we've already approved Toth on the jail site, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just never a good idea, in my opinion, to go with another engineering firm because the city had done that on the wastewater treatment plant, and all the engineers kept pointing fingers at the other engineers and saying it was their fault. So I'll go ahead and move this.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Ung. Any other discussion or questions? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, passes 4-0. Moving on to 10A from Secondary Roads. Thank you, Kenny. Approval of plans for project number parent K46, excuse me.
This proposed project is for the replacement of the bridge over the Little Sioux River that was damaged during the 2018 flood. The bridge, if I remember, took a hit from a large tree that knocked it out of alignment. It's been closed since end of June 2018. It's taken us a while. We now have all of our permits. We have an approved historic preservation plan. We've covered all the hurdles. This is funded with partial FEMA money. Should be around 50% of the project cost. The balance of the 50% comes out of our local secondary road funds. This was a project that had been in our construction program for full funding by our secondary road budget. So the flood did us maybe a little bit of a favor. It's just taken quite a while to get here for the actual letting of it. We're proposing a November 24th, 2020 letting here in the board office. Recommend approval of the plans.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Potabom. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Anyone opposed? Passes 4-0.
Our next item is the project we led a couple of weeks ago for stream bank protection along the west fork of the Little Sioux River. This project was developed in the office, and I was on vacation. The guys have really gotten ahead. We've had several of these FEMA and ER and EWP projects that we've been letting the last couple of weeks. Thought we could do a local letting on it when we checked with the Federal Highway for concurrence. They want to see it let out of Ames. We're looking at an $82,000 project. 80% of that money can come through Federal Highway Administration if we let it through Ames. We've spoken to the low bidder and explained the difference to him. He said he'll be looking to bid it when it comes out of Ames. We're trying for a January or February letting with it. So I recommend we reject all bids and re-let it through the Iowa Department of Transportation in Ames.
So this is 10B, approval to reject all bids in the repair of the D12 riverbank. Allow the county engineer to prepare plans for Iowa DOT letting. I will move that.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Wright. Any discussion on that? Is this the one that was Lieber?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Lieber and then Johnston Construction.
They were like $200 apart, or yeah, they were real
$200.
close.
It was less than, it wasn't much.
It was
over
less than
1,000.
2%, I think, so.
It was very close.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Passes 4-0. 10C, award bid for replacement of culvert K264 to LA Carlson Construction for $92,653.95.
Yeah, this culvert is on Old Highway 20. We're looking at a fall project yet. We would like to recommend award to LA Carlson.
I will move that.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Potabom. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Passes 4-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so we're moving on to reports on committee meetings. Marty, any?
Nope.
Justin, any?
Not this afternoon.
All right, on the phone, Matthew, any committees?
Nope.
All right, I didn't have any either. Citizen concerns, round 2, item 12. Not an abundance of concern today. Board concerns, item 13.
I have one. Could the sheriff's department let me know, we have an abandoned house down in Luton that we've been looking at to try to see if there's anything we can do. And the lady called me yesterday and said that the deputies were down there, I believe, Saturday night, that there were some kids down there. Is there any way you could find out, let me know? Just send me an email. It's not an emergency. That's what she's been afraid of, is that it's an old abandoned house. I mean, I went down and looked at it. It's dangerous, but we don't have an ordinance to talk about it. But she said there were deputies down there, I think either Friday or Saturday night. Okay. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Justin, any concerns?
Thank goodness it is election day.
Yes. Matthew, any concerns over the phone?
Well, I just want to say I'm sorry to see that Rocky's apparently boycotted the meeting since he found out you're going to be chairing it, Mr. Raddick.
I understand.
But I don't think your jokes have been that bad. So
I did have,
Distance makes
Don't
the
start it,
heart stronger.
Matthew.
I did have a whole routine prepared just for a moment like this. I don't know if you guys want me to start now or wait till after we're adjourned, but I do have a captive audience.
Marty is shaking his head yes.
All right.
Matthew.
I make a
So,
motion
it's
he
his
not.
All right, well, I had nothing for the good of the cause other than feeling better there, Matthew. So we are adjourned.
thank you.
Say,